This ain't working. How can there be no camera? Oh, that works. Oh, good. Oh, Jesus, we're live. Sorry, having a few technical issues. If I can make this work. Okay, that seems to work. Look at this. Yeah. I think you're seeing everything backwards. Honestly, I can't tell. That part looks good. Okay, look, I'm going to post a link publicly, right? But it's going to be over in the YouTuber coin community group. Do you know of any coin grading books? Yeah. Here's that. Here's this. This might be the link. Okay, YouTuber coin community. Wait for it. It always takes a little while to get all this stuff set up. Is that it? Okay, we go see the little man. There. Okay. Or there. All right. And it's going to fetch a preview for some reason. Try that. There. Okay. We got a couple of Hangout links over in the YouTuber coin community group. There it is. Try one or try the other. One of them might work. We don't know. Find my way back home here. Close that. What the heck's going on here? Oh, we're still on this. There's home. Good. Okay, because I got 16 screens going here. Where the hell did chat go? There it is. Okay, Trey was asking, like a coin grading book giving descriptions of the grade. There you go. This is photo grade, right? That's by James Ruddy. Q David Bowers has another one. There's one by Coin World. There are plenty of books out there on how to grade your coins. Let me move this. Because actually I was going to package some stuff and just hang around. There you go. And this thing, there. You got, stop moving. Oh, time to get out the duct tape on that. In this, you got photos of every coin in every grade, every series since I started making the things. The image quality is not particularly great, and that kind of makes it tough to use. But there are better books out there and better photos. The new one by Coin World is outstanding, real good quality, full color images, nice and glossy, the whole bit. It's like this thick. It's like $40. Good look, $40? Are you serious? Yeah, it'll give you some idea. Look, you got text over here, right? You got a photo. Can you tell that this is good? This is really pitiful photography, but it's the best they had, you know, back in, what year was this come out? Back in 1970, right? And this one was printed in 1995. I think we can do better, James Ruddy. I don't even know if James Ruddy's still alive, tell you the truth. You're going back 50 years when he put this out, but it's mostly good. It's a staple used in the industry. They're handy. photo grade. There it is. Now, PCGS also has a website. Let me give you that link. Wait for it. It should be here somewhere. PCGS photo grade online. I'm going to give you a link and bring it over here. Ta-da! There. Now I'll show you how that works. Okay, here's the screen. So you get the link right in there. There it is. PCGS photo grade. We're going to go look at that site. Ready? Let's open that in a new tab and look at it, see what the heck it is. And we got a dollar here we'll look at and compare it. What's this thing? Yeah, looks okay. How about this one? Oh, that was perfect. We'll check out this dollar right here. Let me clear the desk. All right, I got a Morgan dollar here in front of me. Here, this one. What's the grade on that coin? All right. We're going to go over to photo grade, PCGS. That's that link we just shared with you. I'm going to pick out, it's a Morgan dollar, right? Looks just like that one. Great. As long as you can tell the species, the series of it, you should be good. And it looks like this coin has a little bit of wear. We'll put it up under the scope. And all I'm going to do, it's as simple as this, is hold up the coin that I have and put it beside their, compare what they have for photos with what I have for a coin. Right? I mean, is it well worn, like something like this? Is it worn to just a nub? Has it gone back to planchet? Or still plenty of detail and lots of shine? How nice is this coin? Well, I'm going to say this thing has a little bit of wear, not a whole lot. Let me pull this out for just a bit.
I would agree that coin needs to be in my collection.
I think it does. How are you, Frank?
Good. How you doing, Ken?
Beautiful. Okay, let's see.
Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers.
How's that?
I said happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there.
Happy Mother's Day. The guys at work still send me a card. They embellish it just a little bit. Yeah. What you got here? It's a 1921. I picked up a few of these. We didn't have time Friday to get to these. I was just wore out.
Oh, yeah.
Get pretty sore. I had to put the heat to me. Okay, we look at this thing, and boy, it looks real nice. I mean, it's a shiner. Where's the other camera? There's the home. There. That's a handsome Morgan dollar right there. I'd be happy to have that. Wait a minute. I am happy. Happy. Hey, we're giving away those Mother's Day starter kits today. If you don't have one, see me or Frank, and we'll set you right up. Okay. Great luster. Wonderful luster, right? This old girl's been treated pretty well. I mean, you got nicer examples of it. Right? That it's not been cleaned. It's not screwed up. It's not covered with doo-doo, right? It's not chewed up too badly. One guy spent it, and the other guy says, hey, I like that. That's pretty. I'll keep that. All right. But we're going to go deeper. We can get that to focus and see, is it uncirculated first off? That's the first thing you ask. And it takes this much wear, and it's not an uncirculated coin. So there, I got it on the, here's a scope, by the way. And if I click here, we're going to see, where'd it go? Stop doing what you're doing here. Technical issues. There's the scope. Okay. You still here? I think Frank left.
Oops, sorry. I was doing some
I didn't hear you.
Stuff here.
Okay, the first thing I'm going to look for is the highest points in this coin. Above our head, right? Oh, the points and tips of the leaves and the cotton. Maybe this little nub here, the part of the Phrygia cap. Or is it Phrygia cap? And I'm going to look at the high points on the hair, especially above the ear. This is probably the highest point on the coin. And I'm seeing just a kiss of wear, just a kiss. This is plenty enough to say this is not an uncirculated coin. It doesn't take much, right? A little bit of wear, nope, not uncirculated. You get the people who say it's a slider uncirculated. That's the same as saying semi-boneless. Well, is it boneless or is it not? It's
excellent analogy.
The hell is semi-boneless anyway?
I know.
That doesn't
quasi-boneless.
This is a trace of wear. Okay. Here you got just a trace of wear. I can put that back and forth and angle it. We'll see just traces. Not a whole lot. Here in her face. Looks pretty good. What's this here?
Yeah, I saw that earlier. What is that there? Look at
That's the dreaded blemish. That's a big contact mark. I didn't look at these too close. I didn't take my loop in when I picked these up. Yeah, it's a rub. It's not. There's no depth to it. It's just a mark. But the camera's going to pick it up and make it look huge. Where'd it go? Let's find that face of hers. Yeah, that's just a mark. But this, the one to the right of her lip, that one has a little bit of depth. This one doesn't. This is more shine. If we tilt it,
almost like a scuff. Yeah.
Color change. Yeah, that's what you're looking at. There's no depth to it. Just a rub. Now, whereas this one has a little bit more depth. All right. They're big coins or heavy coins.
If I was that old, I'd be a little baggy too.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm happy with it. Okay, here we go. I'll get a little bit right here. Not too much, just enough to take the highest detail and flatten it out. A little here, some of the hair. All right, a little bit here. Let's look at the back.
Yeah, the eagle feathers. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah. The breast, the highest point here. Look out at the, follow the ends out. These are pretty solid. Some of the highest points have just a little bit of wear on them. Right here, and a little bit on that. But you got all the detail. I mean, all the leaves are sharp and crisp and pointed. Here's a high point: is these two leaves and the knot. Get a lot of polishing marks. All right. So now I want to compare what I got with what they got. Let's see. Can I do this? Can I do a screenshot? No, because if I do a screenshot, I lose the camera.
If you make your photo grid window just a window, you might be able to superimpose it on top.
Let's see if we can do this. Okay, let's go back to the Hangout, and if I can do the Hangout with a screen share, cancel that. Share. There, we shared the Hangout. So now we can pull up OBS and have.
There you go.
Let's go. Okay, got it. All right. I can't see what you can see. That's a trick. Let me see. Let me move this down. So I got me. Yep. I get the. Yeah.
There we go.
I'm just gonna get this thing out of the way. And do that this way. Okay, there's PhotoGrade. And there's OBS. All right, over here in PhotoGrade, I'm going to pull up XF45. I suspect it's between XF and AU, somewhere in there, right? Because there's not a whole lot of wear. I'm going to click on the front. And while I got that clicked, let's flip the coin over and look at the front there. Okay, let's focus above the ear because that's going to be the heavy point. I'm missing a couple of strands of hair, right, just in the middle. Whereas over here in the PhotoGrade, it's a little heavier. Dude, I get up to almost parallel with her eye. I'm starting to see some wear up there. Whereas on my coin, parallel to the eye, I got several strands in here. So I'm going to say that my coin is better than what they got. Right, they're XF45. See if I can move that up a little bit more. There we go. Move that down. No, good. That's probably the best we're going to get. It's a little bit better than what they're showing. So I'm going to come over here to the PhotoGrade window and move that up to AU50 and see how that compares. And again, my hair wear is a little less than what they're showing. But I don't want to go with a single point. I'm going to check out, the leaves. I'm going to check out the tips of leaves, the cotton balls, the bit of hair up here, a bit of the ball on the hat.
The
And
tops of the curls on the bottom too. Those are high points.
these are good. These are great spots. And compare that with what I have in the photo over in photo grade. And I'm going to say that my coin is a little bit better than what they're showing. Not a whole lot better, but a little. So I'm going to go to AU53. That's real close. There's in front of the ear, and still kind of loss of detail right in this area in front of the ear. Above the ear is pretty close, but in front of it, mine has better detail. How about the AU55? I'm looking pretty close here, in my opinion. All right, I go to 58, and that's probably better than what I got. Looking at down here below the ear, that's probably what PCGS has as their AU58 is probably better than what I have. So let's not go that far. AU55 below the ear. That's fairly close match. It's not going to be exactly the same because no two coins wear the same. You know, you have to figure, does it taste right? That's what you got to figure. But looking at the lower hair curls, and no, I think I got some wear that they're not showing. Okay, my wear is a little bit heavier than what they're showing on theirs. I've got some spots that are better, some that are a little worse. Okay, here up there. Let's take it down from AU55, AU53. I think I'm a little bit better down below.
Split the difference.
I'm a little bit better here, and I'm probably not as good up there. So yeah, this is a pretty good match for AU53 is what they're showing. Now I want to look at the back too, because there's two sides of a coin, and if one side is worse than the other side, the lower grade wins. Okay, so over in photo grade, I can kill that, and then let's look at the bottom photo. There we go. Let me see if I can make this a little bigger somehow. There you go. All right. I got good feathers here on the breast. Maybe not at the highest point of the breast, but a little lower. I got that. On there's the XF45. That's looking pretty bald. All right. I think I'm better than what they show because I got a whole lot more detail. Go to the next one.
There's
AU50. They're starting to show some detail. A little tough to see the photos. And I'm sure on people's screen that they're seeing, they're having an even harder time to see it. The feather details, mine look pretty sharp here. I got almost all the detail, but just the highest points of the feather tips are a little light. But the breast, the high point, the neck, I think I'm a little bit better than what they're showing. And their example has two C's, which I don't have, which is a damn shame. That's a darn shame I don't have a 1921 CC. Let's go to the next one. Okay. Is my coin better than their coin? Is it about the same or is it worse? And I'm starting to see better detail on their piece. I think their hair, now the feathers on the head of the bird are looking about the same as what I got, but I think the breast is better on mine. Looking at the legs, that's about the same. Let's try the 55. There's a sharp. Look at that. They got feathers all over that thing. The legs are looking real good. Down here, the leaves, they're looking sharp. I think that their 55 is better than what I got. So I'm back to 53. I come up with AU53 on both sides using photo grade. So I would conclude that this coin is AU53, but grading, it's all it's subjective. What you come up with a grade, what I come up with for a grade, what they come up with for a grade, you have to have consensus, right? That's what grade is all about. Let me see if I can find the hangout here. There it is. Okay. I'm going to stop the screen sharing. Aha, there we go. I want to find the chat. There it is. So consensus is what grade is all about. Now these photo grades, they're drawn from coins that are pretty pretty well decided. People who have got experience in the field say, yeah, that's AU53 or that's XF45 or that's good for, right? Consensus building. How do you do that? It's like herding cats in this hobby, isn't it? But the coin we have showing up over here, yeah, that's a fairly solid AU53. And then you got to look, how bad are the marks and scrapes and scratch and dings on it?
Eye appeal. I'd say
I-
commensurate with age.
Beg your pardon?
I'd say commensurate with age.
This is looking good. But judgment comes into play a lot of times. And man, one person's judgment is different from the next person's judgment. Inexperienced hobbyists tend to overgrade, especially their own stuff. And the big incentive there is, Jesus, that's XF. It's worth $15. And they're really wishing that was a $15 coin. Meanwhile, maybe it's no better than, fine plus.
Yeah. Grade with your head, people, not with your
Grade
heart.
with your head, not with your wallet. Yeah. Sellers tend to see, ooh, look, this is MS 60 billion. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. He'll tell you. I bought back in the day. I'd buy coins because the holder said BU. The hell's BU? It's not a numeric grade. It's not as accurate. It's brilliant and it's uncirculated, but it doesn't say anything about contact marks. Oh, that one on a hair right there, you can see.
Man, I got in so many arguments before with people saying it's uncirculated. Well, you found it in circulation. How can it be uncirculated?
Yeah. Well, if it isn't circulated, there's the hardcore people who say no. Once it makes it to the bank and they open the wrapper, it's circulated.
It becomes circulated, exactly.
Okay. Well, it's not showing any signs of wear whatsoever. Are you looking at the history of the coin, or you're looking at the condition of the coin? Because the history of the coin doesn't matter. Let's say it came out of the till, right? And 2 minutes ago, the girl opened up a roll of pennies and dumped them in, and they've never been touched before by human hands. And she passed it to you with a spoon, right? Is that circulated? No, baby. That's going to be a good penny. Well, the purists would say, oh, that's been circulated. It left the bank. It left. Really, once it leaves the mint, wouldn't that be a circulated coin? How far you want to take that? Look at the condition, the grade, the wear, and this is what you get. This has been lightly circulated. Not too bad though.
It's beautiful.
Here you got a lot of little dings, especially on the face. That's not doing it any favor. These are heavy coins, and they rub together. There's a good one right there. This kind of a rub line where something probably dragged across it. There was something on the rim. I wanted to look at that. Okay, there's a little mark on the rim. That's not too bad. It's just on the edge. It doesn't go. It's not bitten through. The vampires didn't get it. Okay, I'm backwards. I'm backwards on this scope. I can't find it. Okay, I'm going to put it back down and look again. There it is. Oh, it's in front of her head because it's backwards. All right, I'm going to give you a penny for reference. Here's one. Look at the size of that little ding dong on the rim. All right, that's not too bad.
No.
All right. So it's not much wider than a mint mark. All right, but some people don't want any problems with the rim. That's okay, man. Don't buy it if you don't like it. I can tilt that up and let's see how far through does it go. What? That's it? Yeah, that's it. That's the right mark? Yeah, that's it. It looks like that's just limited to the very top edge of that rim. Huh. That doesn't even cross a beveled space. Well, that's a pretty small ding. Okay, get that back up here. People are talking. Silver says, I'm always depressed on the holidays for some dang reason. It's Mother's Day. You can't be depressed on Mother's Day.
No.
What is that all about? If you sell slab coins, is that circulating them? Well, Jesus. JC brings up the point. If you're trading the coins, right? It goes from my desk into the mail all the way to your desk, and you look at it. Are you adding wear? Of course you are. But hopefully you're using good handling practices, picking it up by, say, the edge, for example. Right?
Absolutely.
Rather than drag it around under the camera, put it on a plate and drag that around. So the coin is motionless in reference to what it's sitting on. I can drag this around all day and not forget the coin.
Yeah, move anything but the coin, please.
Yep. Here, let me show. Can I show this? Let's see. Home. Wait.
My setup is so MacGyvered, it's funny, but it works, and I don't touch coins.
There you go. There's my scope right there, right? And I got the coin down here. And I move the card, and you could use a piece of paper, a piece of cardboard, whatever you got. This is one of the pieces of foam they got up at Walmart, the big sheets.
It's beautiful.
There, it's like a 1/4 inch thick. It's $3. You get one this big. You cut it with a butter knife.
Go to town on it. Yep.
Yeah, but here, the coin is motionless on its platform, so I'm not adding much. I might slide it a little bit. That's not gonna. That'll be a long time coming before that happens. But in circulation, it takes time to put on as much wear as this coin has. How much? Maybe a few days, maybe a few years, depending on, did it sit in somebody's coffee can for a while?
Yep.
Trey says, a PCGS certified dealer said you have to grade coins by nicks and bumps on the coin instead of details. I was like, what? The PCGS certified dealer is not a PCGS certifier or grader. He will take your coin, put it in a box, and ship it to PCGS. He may not necessarily know even what the darn thing is, but he's got, he paid so much money to PCGS, and now he sends them coins on your behalf. He doesn't grade them. You're going to grade it on nicks and bumps.
Yeah, that sounds kind of...
When you get into uncirculated coins, that'll matter more, right? MS, once you get into mint state, right, there's no wear. But, geez, it's got a lot of little marks on there, a lot of blemishes, a lot of nicks. Okay, MS60. Got very, very few of these marks and nicks. Okay, yeah. MS63, 4, 5, whatever you got. But in the circulated grades, no, then you're going on wear. And really, should AU have some designation for the level of nicks and bumps and contusions on the coin? Because we got an AU coin right here, but I've got other AU coins without as many little bag marks. Oh, I've got one here. There's one there, pretty sizable. That one in front of her lip, which really that's just a little rub. But you got these little tiny marks. Right? The biggest one, I think, is probably right there in her hair. That's probably the biggest one. These two.
And from a distance, the hair's going to hide that anyway.
Yeah, but I've had AU coins with very, very few contact marks. I've had AU coins with copious contact marks. There's no secondary scale. There's just the wear scale. Do we need to upgrade this for the new century? What you got for marks on the back? Let's see, we got these, and we know what this is. You're going to see these D-shaped marks all over the place. That's the rim of a heavy coin. See the rim with a reeded edge? That's the rim impacting your coin.
See those a lot in Kennedy's too.
Yep. Yeah, the bigger coins mixing with big coins, they slam together and leave little D marks. As Ricer, what are you doing up this time of day, Ricer? Should he be out in a field somewhere?
Yeah, with his beeping stick.
Yeah. So if you had an AU coin, a little bit of wear like you got here, but the field looks like this. Okay, or you got the same coin, but you got some bumps, little rubs. Well, I think the one with the clear fields would be the one to go for, and people will hunt just a particular grade and get the higher end of that grade. And yeah, they're better coins, right? Be really particular when you start spending your hard-earned money on coins. Be particular. Silver says, I'm okay, Ken. Just always get a little down. Got to pick myself up every time. Yeah. How your mom? It's Mother's Day. All that. There you go. The grade is everything on a coin. Right? We have to be able to distinguish between a broken pick and a nice new one. Okay. You got to be able to distinguish between it is a contact mark like this one, or is it a polishing mark like we have down here? What? Yeah, there's a difference. This camera right here is different from your eyeball. It'll pick up details your eye won't. These down here are polishing marks. But this one right there is an impact mark. We had some more polishing. Here's some polishing lines in here. That's from, abrading the die to clean up what? Probably clash marks. Alrighty. But you find the coins and just a trace of wear, you can call it AU and different grades of AU. You get a lot of bag marks. Should you take it down? Possibly. Right? You've got beautiful fields with, no distractions. Yeah, it's a better coin. No question about it. More marks, less value. The more nicks and bumps, the less you get. Bill Betts got it right. Speaking of Bill Betts, we got a package from Bill, and it's for the big show. I'm sure of it. I meant to open this up.
Woohoo!
Bill's just nuts about the big show. When is that? It's Sunday already? Yeah. I didn't have one last week. I couldn't move. I bent over to reach in the bottom drawer for a towel in there and just couldn't get back up. So I lay there for a little bit, screaming. While I was there, I found some cheese under the stove, which is nice. Just like Parmesan.
Yeah, I've been there, brother.
Oh, man. Don't ever get older.
I know.
Yeah, I got 2 dimes.
The bloody smallest thing will tweak you.
Get rid of this tape here. We'll have a look at these. They look pretty sharp, man. What's this one? Oh. Uh-huh. Oh. Yep. I've got a 1979 S proof dime, type 1. And I've got a 1977 S proof dime. Oh, real shiners. Let's get this. Get out of the way, old and busted. Here comes new hotness. There you go. There's a 77S. Now we're looking through plastic here, because I'm not putting my finger on that. These are sharp. Here's your back side. Yeah, that's the little funny thingies, that's plastic on there. Okay, where's that 79S? Right here. And the type 1 and type 2, you got some strong cameo on there too. That comes down to the mint mark style. There's 2 mint marks. Type 1 is kind of a solid mint mark, just a solid chunk of mint mark. With type 2, it looks like an S, right, with space in between. That's a type 1, all right. Well, we're here, we better look for doubling. I don't know if there are any double dies on 1979. There might be, but we can always look. What you got here? Yeah, that's a Hummer. There we go. Get that cameo out of the way. We can see detail here. I'm moving that back and forth so the lights can be dancing around. But we can get it to a point where we can see plenty of detail. Yep. Okay. Part of the prosperity series, J.C. Will says. Toy Dragon, Linda's going to make a phone call. Get a pizza while you're on the phone. All right, these are going to Big Show directly, I'm sure. Keep these separate here. I want to thank you, Bill Betts. There we go. I'll put it right up here. Now we'll get back to this. So grading is a skill, really. You can look at your coin and compare it to the pictures, and you'll have a pretty good idea of what a consensus grade would be. But your inexperience will tend to say, "Oh, it's better than that." Look how beautiful this coin is. Look at the luster on the coin. And then there's the fact that, geez, if that was AU55, they'd be worth an extra $15 or whatever. So, well, the incentive is there to overgrade, but you got to be able to judge for yourself. And the photo grade PCGS has is good enough that you should be able to get within a range. This you can tell it's AU, it's not XF, and it's not uncirculated. We can get that to focus, it'd be just a miracle. I wouldn't know what to do. There it is. But to get good at grading, just do it a lot. Just do it a lot. Grade every coin you see. Right? Pull your change out of your pocket and you say, this is VF. It takes about 20 years to get a coin down at VF grade. That's what's pretty decent circulation, thing being spent pretty much every week or so. JC put up a Mother's Day video for people to see. Happy Mother's Day to JC's mom.
Excellent.
Yeah, I don't have to buy my mom Mother's Day presents anymore. She passed away a few years back. One year I bought her a vacuum cleaner. Guys, don't ever buy your mother a vacuum cleaner for Mother's Day. She will beat the shit out of you.
That's a mistake. That's not the point.
It's a good vac. It was a Kirby.
Oh my God! Good. I used to sell those things.
Did you?
Yeah.
No, it's like a vacuum cleaner, for Christ's sake. It'll suck the floorboards through the carpet.
I lasted like a month and a half, I think. Yeah, my condolences to everybody whose mom is no longer with them.
And call your mom if she is, because she's expecting it. I don't mind taking out. It's noon. It's lunch. She should be at a restaurant with Mother saying, "Nah, Ma, just get a sweet tea, Mom." You ever been on the phone with your mom? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Anybody else?
I just texted mine. I got a split shortly, so I can go over to her house. As a matter of fact.
All right. But that's how it. For 2 hours. Yeah. You set the phone down, right? You do something over here and just say, "Yeah, okay, yeah, Ma, okay, Ma, I gotta go, Ma."
All the more reason, yeah.
But I'd have entire conversations, and all I'd say was "yeah," and she wouldn't say anything. She'd just rattle on about some nagging thing. You gotta pick up your laundry off the floor. Yeah, okay, Ma, I gotta go.
Love you, bye.
Victoria got a text from both of her kids. A text? That's an automatic backhand.
Yeah.
Ricer would call his mom, but doesn't want her to start drinking this early in the morning. It's that son of mine again.
Charlie.
With the moonshine.
Yep.
What's he doing? He's with that woman.
I need my brandy.
Does your mother have the grandmother voice? The grandmother voice. What does she have? Does she talk like this? That's a scary mom right there. Well, I feel sorry for those guys because they got their asses whooped when they were kids. That is what I think, but it's better than nothing. Well, text them back on their birthday. Yeah, I was gonna get you like a new truck, but instead I'll just send you a text of a new truck. Happy birthday. Karma It'll come for you. All righty. Well, I was going to pack up some stuff because I got several people have paid from Friday, but we got this stuff to look at. Besides, Trey asked the question, so we had to get into that for a while. Here's those Morgans. I didn't get a chance to show these off the other day.
I'm definitely going to have to email you, sir.
Well, you want to just take them all off my hands? We'll set that right up. Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, I got these for a song.
Good stuff, man. Some nice coins.
Yeah. I'll give you $7 a piece. There you go. It's worth melt. These are made out of silver.
Buddy.
They're worth $7 a piece.
So some nice piece dollars, too.
Yeah, a couple of them got by me. You can see why.
Oh, yeah.
Can you see it? Been polished with a harsh cloth. I think they use a wool blanket on this thing.
Yeah. It's Brillo pad.
Yeah. We can get this just right. Those little polishing marks are going to explode on the screen.
Oh, yeah.
And you'll see exactly what Frank is seeing. It'll suddenly become white lines everywhere. Well, I didn't have my loop when I went in. I need to go further out, I think.
What was that, 22?
I don't know. The hell is that? 23.
3.
There you go. I think that's about right. And you see these little white lines everywhere, in every direction. Okay, if you got lines on your coin, and they're all in the same direction, chances are it's die polishing, where the die itself was polished. And they use a machine nowadays. They use files, different tools. But when your coin has these bright, thin marks across everything,
Somebody scrubbed it with a Q-tip.
I mean, they just took it and they took a sweatshirt and just went like this with it. That's shiny now. Now it's worth $50.
Great googly moogly.
All right. Okay, this one's a beater. That's not a bad looking beater. There's a lot of people who would be happy to have this beater.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I imagine that coin in 100 years, those crevices are all going to be filled with gunk, too.
If you keep spending it.
Unless they're saved.
Yep. Hey, look for these in your pocket change. These are $4 worth money, and you can find them in your pocket change.
Yes, go back in time and find it in your pocket.
There you go. 1923. My mother was born in 1937, so she was 14. Take it forward 10 years. Were they still in circulation in the 50s? Well, not so much. But you could still spend silver dollars in the 50s. By the 60s, they were pretty hard to find.
They were getting hoarded in the 60s.
Mid-60s, they were gone. They were out.
There's Cindy.
About time. Cindy, we're just hanging out, talking, looking at stuff.
Happy Mother's Day, Cindy.
Then you got kids. Cindy's kids have kids. You wouldn't think so. All right, what do you got here?
Okay, I got to split. I got to get ready to go see Mom.
Okay, I was waiting on Mantic. They're not on yet, but I got a little red button up here.
All right.
Let's say. Kid did okay, left a comment. Couch put up a video.
All right, take it easy. I'll see you tonight.
All right, baby. You stay groovy. Let me see if I can find where I was. There's the Hangouts. Is that right? Yep, that's backwards. And here's my screen. And that's an O. So, Cindy, they taking you out for Mother's Day? 1883. Now, here you got a lot more wear. All right, so I'd be looking at VF and XF if I was to grade this. That's where I would look first. And see how these little points are just starting to flow into the hat? And give that probably a VF or low XF. It's not screwed up. You know, sometimes you get them, they got these massive scrapes and gouges across them because it's a big fat coin. You know, you throw them in a toolbox, you can't miss it with a hammer. There's a couple of bigger marks, but for the grade, those are going to be survivable for the grade. New Orleans. New Orleans in 1883. What was going on in New Orleans? There's a piece of history. What was happening that year in that spot? Steamships. Post-Civil War, so I'm sure there's lots of economic activity. They're trading cotton left and right, shipping it across the globe. Let's see, you've got states out west coming into being. Wyoming, Utah, that sort of thing. Promontory Point, what year was that one? But they did the Transcontinental Railroad. That's around this time. 1883, Laura Ingalls was 16 years old, right? All the stuff you read in the books and saw on the TV, that's what she was doing at this time. She was beating the hell out of Nellie Olson in 1883. The D and the bear claws worn in her hair. The D. D? Bear claw. Okay, you must be talking about somebody else there. Hey, Bill. Bill does a Saturday show, and I figured, you know, when I do a Sunday show, it'll be fun. 83. Oh, I've got that listed as a VF30. This one right here. That's a VF30 for 1883. No, 25, 30 bucks. You never liked Nellie Olson? Oh, the chick who played Nellie Olson, she got hot. At the time she was 30, she was freaking smoking. But she still had that whiny voice. Come out, come out, come out. There you go. What's this one? 1880. There you go. A little better on this one. See the points? See the points of the leaves? They're just about complete. The cotton. I've got, you know, just the upper edge of the cotton showing a little wear. I've got most of the hair lines up here. There's Liz. Dick Gnook was on earlier today, and it was Mother's Day. She had a giveaway of that one of those bunny rabbit coins. Did you see these? She got a whole bunch of these. I can't get them down here. Oh, let's see. Okay, I got the whole set. I don't have it. Somebody else has it, but she gave away one of the bunnies. There it is. It's a bicentennial bunny. Well, some mummy's got a bunny. You can't hate that. Yep. Now, Liz has a show on Thursday, too. Is that right? And that's metal detecting coins and just plain banter. Why not? It's a lot of fun. Okay, here we got most of the detail on the wings. Right, the higher points just starting to show some wear. All right, the breast, okay, the top and center portions of the breast are missing the finest detail, but we still have the creases going on. You know, for his belly, he's got that six-pack belly. On a bird, it's in a V shape. So this is consistent with XF. You know, we got leaves that have most of the central ribs on the high points of the leaves. Ribbon is sound. No mint mark on that one. Okay, so that's an XF. 1880. What's this next one? 1897. Yeah, we got a whole bunch of these. The Bobcat quarter. Oh man, I thought I saw a bunny. Back in 1867, Canada had their thing, right? They went to Charlottetown, somewhere in Canada, and they said, let's make a constitution. And, you know, they became Canada. Well, they were already Canada, but they had their own government at that point. So, to celebrate, they waited 100 years and made these coins. because that's what I would do if I started a nation. Okay, look at this. We have this. It hasn't gone out yet. There. That's a 1967 Canadian proof-like set. We're getting a little milky on some of these silver coins. No matter. You can see the design. So you got the, there you go. You got the Canadian goose. Huh? See the milkiness on that? Okay, the penny, you get the rock dove. We've all seen those. There's a bunny. That's on the nickel instead of the beaver. The penny has the maple leaves. What's on the back of the dollar now, regularly? I don't know. Let's see. The dime is a mackerel or a blue tuna, or I don't know. Maybe it's a mako shark. It's one of those things they get. They get those Canadian sharks up in Hudson Bay, dude. They're unlike anywhere else in the world. Okay, on the quarter you got this cat. It's got lynx. Yeah, yeah. Try giving that one a bath. And the howler. Yeah, these are slick. We had a bunch of those howlers. Here's another one without the milkiness. I like this coin. That's a fancy thing. But in 1967, these were still 80% silver. As you got Elizabeth here. She's pretty. This is the ladylike Elizabeth. Yeah. Now the nickel isn't milky because it's not silver. They're nickel. So they call them nickels. A loon. Well, that makes sense, doesn't it? Yep. And then they got the tune, which would be the two loons. They have two loons on the $2. It's a toonie. Something like that. What's the fox on? Okay, here's the scope again. Oh, what's that one? 1897. I've got this one as AU, but I don't have a number on it. No problem. And we compare that to the 53, AU 53 we decided before, and we're pretty darn close to the same detail on the hair here. Below the ear, this might be a little bit better, but I've got a plethora. I got plenty of contact marks, little dings and dangs and scrapes and bumps all over the coin. Do I want to call that AU 55? Or can I get away with saying just AU and we'll start at, an AU 50 bid? Because fewer marks adds value. And some areas look okay. But the high points, especially the cheek, man, I like to see a Morgan dollar that's where her complexion is like a model, like a supermodel. This girl, no, that's a pizza face right there, poor thing. Look at the back here. Now the back is a whole lot better, which tells me this probably spent a lot of time sitting somewhere face up, perhaps in a collection somewhere. What's this? This is a pretty good sized ding right up here. Now, see the little D marks? That's the rim of another coin hitting it. Now we got feathers in here. It's a good looking piece otherwise. Oh my God, pizza face. Look at her. Look at her. Good Lord. The sauce is cheese. It's all blistered up. Poor thing. There's nothing worth. Look, she got a hair lip going on there. You got a hair lip. Gosh. So this kid goes to the dance, right? Goes to the school dance, and he's he's kind of nervous because he's really fearful about talking to these girls because he's got a hair lip. He's got a hair lip, a deviated septum. So it goes most of the dance, and he's just too afraid and too self-conscious to ask any of the girls, "Hey, you want to dance?" But there's this one girl in the back, right? And she's kind of special. She's got an eye, right, made out of wood. No fooling. It looked normal. She could blink, but it was a wooden eye. Well, this kid, he's kind of feeling sorry for her because nobody's asking her to dance. So he goes on over and says, "Hi." And he's kind of nervous. And she says, "Do you want to dance?" And he says, "Would I? Would I?" And she goes, "Hair lip, hair lip." But I got rid of the hair lip, and I've gotten a lot better. That's the wrong holder. Oh, damn it. I put it back in the wrong holder. Now, I can't get these apart. So one day, we're up at the plant up here, and I told the guys that dumb joke. And well, we're on lunch break, and we're hanging out on the stairs, right, on the side of a tower. We're like 7 floors up, hanging on the stairs, having our lunch on a thing called the Z train, which is this big thing that makes fertilizer. Um, but outside, we don't have the ammonia smell, so we could eat and drink and smoke out there. Uh, I'm out there having a smoke, and well, I'm facing out, and this guy beside me is facing in, and another guy comes out, right? He works at the plant. He comes out, and he's got a hair lip. I'm talking to this guy right here, and anyway, he says, "Would I? Would I?" I go, "Hair lip, hair lip." Oh, it was a bad scene. Is this the right holder? 1897. That's 1880. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta be aware of your surroundings if you tell that joke again. Really, I don't suggest you tell that joke. Everybody's sensitive, but oh wow, that's pretty. We did that one. What's this one? That's a 21. Do I have two 1880s? Yes. I got one VF and one XF. There you go. Who wants a Morgan? We got some. What's your oldest coin? Type that one in. What's your oldest dollar? Some people it's 1976, the Ikes. Here's an 1885 XF Plus. Real shiner. Have a look at that. Oh, let's see. I was going to start that at $25. That's a real shiner. 1885 was a great year for sharp strikes. Right? A lot of the 80s, 1880s, and real wonderful strikes. You get great detail on them. Let's have a look at this girl. Look at this girl. Not so pizza faced. We're glad about that. There we go. But up here, I mean, you get every bit of detail. Get right into the cotton, and look how soft and fluffy these are. Get good strikes on some of these. See the points? They're not blended in. Once you get to VF, these points on the leaves start to blend in. You lose the detail there. And a little bit up here. Not so much back here. XF might be a little light on the grade on this one. And you get to see some die cracks from time to time. I got like one here. One of them had several die cracks. We'd have to hunt down which one that is. These are replete with die cracks. They ran the dies into the ground, of course. It's a big coin. So long as the thing didn't fall apart totally, they kept making them, I suppose. There we go. And you can see them. If I tilt that just right, we might be able to see it better. Starts at the rim, goes through E, goes through D, takes a right. Gets lost up here, I suppose. Might be a little bit there. These are little contact marks, rub marks. Yeah, that's solid. It looks better in real life, I can tell you. You can't grade coins with too much detail. Girl in my school has a cleft lip. Don't beat on it too much. There you go. If you get too close up, if you use too much magnification when you grade your coins, you're going to grade improperly because you're going to see every little bit of detail you want to subtract grade. Seriously, look at it in hand because these cameras are going to pick up things your eye won't. See that shiny mark on her cheek? Let's change cameras and see if we can find that. I'm going to find it with my eye. Let's see if we can see what the hell we're looking at there. On her cheek, that slash. Where'd my pick go? We're looking at this shiny bit. Wow, there's hardly any depth to it. There it is. See, but the way the camera picks that up. If you take I need a beater. I need one I can just rub, so we can show what happens when you rub. I could take this toothpick and rub the same spot on this coin, for 5 minutes, and it would take off the burrs and help to, start to smooth it out and polish it. And you would see under this camera that spot would turn black, whereas under the other camera, it would turn white, the way it works. The digital photography is wonderful. We can get the detail, but the color isn't necessarily what we're going to see in our real eye. NGC will grade no higher than 5 power. Okay, there. I use these. I mean, for everything, because I can't see a freaking thing. That's a 10x. Now the standard is 7x, right? Good strong magnifier. So this would pick up too much detail to accurately grade your coins. But really, the secret to accurate grading is experience. Grade 1,000,000 of these things. What's the date on that? 1885. I've got XF Plus written on the sleeve. It's a honey. There we go. Here's that 1935. And a couple of these got by me because I did not take a loop, and really I didn't. Okay, just throw it in. All right. There you go. Can you see them? Can you see them? Everywhere, all over. Those little lines everywhere. And check out the luster on this. The luster is a big giveaway. You can't hide luster. Let's look at this. You have cartwheel luster on this. The luster is I can blind you with it. That baby's been polished. It's been cleaned. That's an unnatural finish. Whereas how about that one? You see the cartwheel? That's a cartwheel finish. That's natural. This is a good coin. And there, you see the cartwheel. I got reflections on opposite sides. Let's see, over there and over here. And if I turn the coin and bend it back and forth, that cartwheel is going to turn. It's going to spin. That's a keeper. Then you got this one. Boy, it looks real nice. Right? You got great detail, good shine, but I can't make that reflection change direction. I get all or nothing. That's polished. That's a big giveaway. Well, I should have picked it out, but it was in a pile, and I said, okay, I'll just take them all. Here you go. And this one's, it's a damn shame. That's a freaking 1935. There it is. Great shape, but whoever polished it took their coin from 50 bucks and turned it into, 25 bucks. Yeah, flat. It doesn't have that same sparkle. There, that's a sparkle. Left and right, that's a honey. Oh, you can do that. You can blind yourself with it, but you've got that cartwheel. That sets it apart. Oh, then I got this from, I found this on the desk, I think. Is that it? No, that's not it. I had a decent VDB floating around for no damn reason. There it is. So that's making the show for a little bit here and there. Yeah, I got these things all over the desk. They just show up. Anna, where have you been? Happy Mother's Day. You got kids, Anna? Text them. And text your kids and say, thank you for the warm presents and taking me out to dinner and the card and for coming over and mowing my lawn and cleaning my house. Yeah. Well, there's a little VDB. They made these for a week. Right? For 1 week in August, they made these 1909 VDBs, and they made, millions of the darn things. Big show tonight, 9:30. That's right. Just godchildren. There you go. Do I have godchildren? I don't know. Yeah, this is solid. That's XF. I'll play a $10 coin. Person needs a BDB in XF or better. I got some real sharp ones here somewhere. I gotta find them. I don't know where this stuff goes. All right, 1897. Let's get that put up. Okay, 1835 AU clean. Yeah, that'd be a $50 coin. Goners. You did hear from them. Very good. And the Godfather. God help us. Should be another holder here somewhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's gone. I've lost the holder. All right. Use these. Well, I wanted to have some of these for the big show, man, because they really add. A lot of people don't have a silver dollar. Come on. They're big, they're giant, they're huge. Sometimes I have a silver dollar and it's worn down to, nothing, a nub. Well, that's okay. A lot of people would be happy to have one that doesn't have to luster. Just to have one is not bad. Here's another. We'll put it in there. So look at some of the big show. Probably one at a time at least. Do they have a Godmother's Day? They should have that for a holiday next, I suppose. All right. There's those. What's this? Another one. Oh, here's that other one. There you go. Let's have a look at that. There. Sometimes they don't have much luster because they're just plain wore out, but it's silver, so you do have some shininess and blessing to it, right? But it's not even the same as you get on the polished coin. Let's flip that over some. And once you wear it down, the finish is kind of gone. Here's the thing close up. Where are you? Here you go. You got nothing for feathers on his head. You know, you're missing half the feathers on his wings. You got plenty of all these little rub and nicks and. Here it is. You get every surface has bumps and contusions. Looks like a circulated coin. You get a little nick on the brim here and there. And you're missing a feather detail or wing detail. No, wait, what is this? Leaf detail. The hair, you got Liberty's going to show up for a long time because it's a low point. Right? There's the cotton. The leaves, geez, they're starting to disappear. The heck with seeing the points. It's starting to be gone. The hair, it turns into one hair. And you always have a couple of these. A couple of these are pretty deep. Right? But the head is going to start to flow in, so you can't tell where the hairline starts. And down here, again, it becomes fewer hair. Just bigger but fewer. I would give this one fine. I've got it written down here as fine. And that's in 1890. And everything is just, worn. Little marks everywhere. These are tiny. There's one here, one there. You see them. See, what would happen if I just rubbed this with a... It's going to start to change that surface, start to burnish that surface. It change the color. There you go. It's just wear. The room looks okay. Get grime in here. Is it soft grime or hard grime? That's pretty hard. That's toned up. That's centuries of sitting there and turning into God knows what. Well, a lot of people would be happy to have an 1890 and fine, even in this shape. They melted down half of these things. Did you get those for you? I sure did. I'll get you an invoice. Very good to fine. I'd call it fine. I do have plenty of detail still, but not as, nothing sharp. Very good. You start to get into almost smooth. I mean, you're making out the ear, you're making out all the leaves. And one's starting to get a little flush there. See the hair segments. And we got most of the feathers. What do you call it? That fletching on the arrows is separate. You got most of the feathers over here. I'd go with fine on that. We could put that up on, compared to what they got on photo grade. Yep, is Mantic on yet? They're usually on in the afternoon. Let me see, I got another red line here. Mobile coins. Polly has a new video testing masking with Sony Vegas Pro. Oh, he's got his green screen up again. Handy. Man, don't touch nothing. Once you get the screen right, don't touch nothing. Well, that's those. I'll probably go find some more stuff. Apparently somebody brought some neat stuff into the coin shop downtown, and he's going to go through it first, and then I can get to it. Mostly he just buys silver and gold from the public. They bring in, their teeth or whatever the hell, because they got to pay their light bill. And he just, buys silver and gold for next to nothing and hawks it. Neat little shop. Not much in there for coins, though. I can get back down there and see what else you got. Afternoon, Rich. I was just about to finish up for the time. I'm getting ready for some lunch. I'm going to get out and get some squash or something in the ground. Well, anyway, happy Mother's Day to all you mothers out there. There we go. Get one of these for your mom. Very nice. Alrighty. Yep. I'm going to take off, guys. Put a little heat on my back and make a sandwich and have a good day. At 9:30 tonight, we're going to have the big shows coming up. By God, geez, the stuff we got. What didn't sell Friday? We'll probably throw that in. And really, what didn't sell? Let's see. I've got a 1986 Ellis Island BU. Is that all right? Yeah. In the box. Here's a silver dollar. They still make silver dollars. This is in the little box. Great shape. Not a problem with it. This is made for presentation. Now, see, you gotta wait for each layer. Then you take that away. Okay, there's a 90% silver dollar, 1896. No, 1986 D. So this is your BU example. They also have a proof, which is an S. All right, don't bump this thing. And Ellis Island. There you go. You got the back of the the top of the Statue of Liberty here. Give me a tired. You put it here. There it is. Give me your poor, your masses to breathe. Having trouble with this. Tired, you're huddling, yearning. Oh, I see. You go across. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses, yearning to breathe free. Real nice shape on that one. Yeah. Don't you wish those Morgans looked like this one? That's as sharp as they come. Here at the front, you've got Ellis Island over here. That's where they process all the immigrants. Statue of Liberty. Yep, July 4, 1776. That's all it says on our book. That doesn't say, give me your tired, your poor, and all that. It just says July 4, 1776. Now, this came over, what, 1886, I guess it was, or something like that? France built the thing, sent it over. I had a crew to assemble it in 1986. Better get down there and look at that. Huh. I'm going to take that out. Well, I'm not take it out. I'm going to open it up. Hope I'm home in time to watch. 9:30. There we go. Let's pull that off and look at the date. I might have to look this up. Oh, let's see. What do we see here? That's the top of the tower on Ellis Island. That day looked a little off. Does that look a little off to you? Oh, that's off right there. I had two more. What the hell those look like? BU. One, two, yeah. If these came out together, look at this one. Oh, that's a proof. That's gone. That's gone to CJ. CJ, check the date on that when it gets there. Good. That's the odd one. What's this one look like? Same. Huh. And the third one. Huh. Separation lines. Well, this doesn't have the extreme doubling that the other ones have. Particularly that. Ain't no amount of MD going to leave a space in between the splits. Well, good. Now I got to look that up. Oh, that's a keeper right there. I ain't got time to look at all these. Good Lord. But every now and then I find something interesting. I think we might have. I don't know if that's been identified before. I'm going to go over and look at. No, that's the wrong one. Variety Vista. I think they've got a listing of some. No, got no listing on there. Nothing. Okay, well, there's a book on these things, and I think it's Flynn has a book on commemoratives. Flynn and Wexler. I go to Wexler's site, see what he's got. Oh, let's see. Walking, Franklin's, Kennedy's, Pease, Ike's, Presidential. Nothing. Okay, I'm going to go to PCGS. They've got some listings. Modern silver and clad. There we go. Dollars. There. 86. D. Where are you? E. And let's see if we can see what I can see. Here's the screen. And let's look at, where'd you go? There, related coins and varieties. Nothing. I got no listed varieties. All I've got, these aren't die varieties, these are slab varieties. They change. The McCanty signature is not a die variety. Okay, well, I got to hunt that one down and see if we can figure out what the hell's going on there. Because, yeah, that's a double die. Let's look up here. Follow that around. Pull out that other one. Does not have the doubling on the date. Yeah. Watch. Where'd my pick go? I got nothing on this desk, I swear it. Okay. Date. A little bit of a separation line. It looks like this could be MD. I'd have to really examine that further. Maybe a little split on the left. But up here in the veil, the bottom of Liberty, perfectly normal. All right, your feet, perfectly normal. On the other one, we've got good splits, strong separation. I've got doubling across the entire bottom, her feet, all of it. All of this is doubling. And if we find the right spot, we'll find some splits, I'm sure. Okay, that looks like mechanical on there. Let's look for splits or riffs up here. This looks like mechanical up here. That looks like mechanical up there. Now you can have mechanical doubling on any coin, including coin struck with a double die. This looks like mechanical here. But down here, it's different. I've got different raised relief, but these splits, ain't no amount of mechanical I'm going to make a split that deep. Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely mechanical up here. Well, this is mechanical doubling. See how these serifs, the little points, they're not necessarily split. But down here, that's a different look to it, isn't it? Oh, there's a neat one. All right. I think I'll be holding on to that. We still have one to put in the box, so we'll cheat. I'll keep this one in the box. We'll put this back together. Yeah, we'll put one of those normal ones in. So we can still give it away. You ever notice I don't sell my double dies and good stuff? I'm working on that, but there's, that separation anxiety. Breaks my heart. All right, let me catch up on chat here real quick. It's over here somewhere. Good morning, Ramon Juan. How are you? Looks doubled. Looks like MD, especially the one. Nothing on Wexler's. Hi, all. No, this looks like both. Pull that back up. Where'd you go? Nope, that's not it. There. Some of this looks like mechanical doubling. Right? I got nothing up here. Nothing. Look at nothing there. We go over to this side. This looks like mechanical doubling right here. I got nothing here that tells me it's anything but. This ain't mechanical doubling. Looks like I got both on there. JC Will says no double. No double? I beg to differ with you, sir. I'll bring this up on Thursday Q&A and see what the panel says. Those are, them there are splits. Let's look for the field in between the splits on the one. That there is doubled. So what class would you call that one? That's what I've got to come up with next. Because it only seems to be in the one area down here, and it's outward. I'm thinking 4. We'll look at it, see what we come up with. That's kind of neat. You know, if you just examine the coins, you don't have to know how these things are made, you know, the classifications. If you can just identify it correctly. And splits, yeah, that's usually the big giveaway. Up here, the secondary impression, it's kind of flat. It's, you know, doesn't have the splits. This looks like mechanical. It's got nothing similar to this. Plus, I've got more in here, her feet, right? The whole bottom, the entire bottom of here. Yeah, that's a little bit different. 33 years, no double die variety has been found. Well, we're going to break that record. Seriously, you can find stuff out there that hasn't been discovered. Robert Lawson just found that 1944 with the double die on the cent. You're talking what, 70 years? That one evaded everybody? 70 years. How many of these 86P did they make? Let me look that one up real quick here. 723,635. So they used a few dies. These sold for $20.50 a piece when they first came out. That was a pre-issue. Then the regular price was $22 a piece. And they had the silver dollar, the same design. We got one here. And there's a gold $5 proof and uncirculated version of this design. Little things though, size of a dime. And the gold was struck at the West Point facility. All right. Well, we got a neat one to look at there for sure. Would it be considered a repunched die? No. Or repunched date? No, they didn't punch the date in back in '86. They stopped repunching the date around 1900. They punched it in on the Liberty nickels. They stopped that practice on the Buffaloes. They punched them in on the Indian cents. They stopped that practice on the Lincolns. But around the turn of the century is when they stopped. It depends on the series. The Barbers ran out in 1916 for the most part. For the Walkers, it was cut into the die, and they didn't repunch it. They didn't repunch it. It was put in at the hub level, from the galvano to the hub. Previously, they do the design and add the date to the die. Why you see, sometimes they're up, sometimes they're down. A little crooked here and there. That's how you have the repunched dates. Geez, it was darn expensive to make those things. Well, punching the date when we get to it, we can make that design last, so they get more life out of the hubs, get more life out of the working the working hubs. That's easily worth $16,000, pretty much. We're taking bids right now, starting at 59. Dang, gotta go check mine now. Well, Jesus. Did we find something new? I'm pretty sure we did. That's not, Jesus. Yeah. So 2 out of 3 show this. Third one doesn't. Let me get that third one out. The third one is normal. That's the third one. That baby's normal. Looks like a little bit of separation maybe, but that's different for sure than that. So there's one. Yeah, you see the little tick beside the 1 on that one? A little gray spot right there. This other one doesn't have it. There, we got 2 of them. Identical. Look, you find one and you think, is that a dye variety? Look for the second one. Hey, have we got MD up here? How about on we? We've got some on trust. Nothing on we. How about this one? Little MD, not as much on trust. Next to nothing on we. Next to nothing on in God. A little bit on in God. I think we identified that correctly as mechanical. I've got doubling there. Beautiful separation on the inside of 6 and on the inside of those letters. Look at the other one. Okay, good. We got 2 of them. 2, that's a variety. 1, it's a maybe. That's a freak. That's a fluke. What's going on? You need a second one to confirm. Okay, there you go. And a third one without it. That's normal. These 2 are variety. We almost sold those the other day. Okay. I'm going to have to play with these a little bit. Take some pictures. I'm pretty excited. On the date, the doubling looks south. Says silver nitrate. I would totally agree. The MD over here looks to be north. I would also agree. North, south. Well, good. And the other one, south, north. All right, I'm going to have to check these and compare and look for more dye markers, see what we can find. I got to look up little ticks there sticking out of her dress. Can you see it right there? And right there? Is that a clash? Is that a dye marker? Let's look over the other one. Try the trust. I don't seem to have that here. So where would that have it? Yeah, right here. Let's look at the back. A clash? Clash should be somewhere around this area. Got some polish marks. Maybe they cleaned it up. If it's clash, it would be like a through here. I'm not seeing a clash. No matter. We get some polished lines. We can probably identify it further with those. Huh. Yeah, I think we got something here. Yep. Cool. Well, we found it here first, folks. Yeah, I'll write an article up, put in the blog, see if we can get some attention. Only 2 in 33 years. Yeah, but they're pretty dang good. And the MD doesn't match, which is another good one. So the MD is different, but the doubling on the date is. That's juicy. That's cool as hell. I better look at the rest of these before I ship them out. Did those go? No. No, we still got these. We still got the clad $half. Is that a hair? Oh, Christ. What's the date on that? 1986. That looks fairly straightforward. These are clad. That looks fairly straightforward. The date's a great one to check. Yeah, I don't usually see anything on these. Oh. All right, guys, I'm gonna get some lunch. I will be back at 9:30 tonight with a big show. We're gonna give away a bunch of coins, so you want to be here for that. $16,000. You betcha. Baby's gonna get a new truck. I want $16,000. Yeah, these will probably go for, I don't know, $50. They're in pretty good shape. I'm gonna take off, guys. Mantic should be coming on any second now, probably about an hour and 15 minutes. Watch for him. I'm gonna take off, have a little nap, do my thing, plant some squash. It'll be fun. You guys stay groovy. I'm taking off. Somehow. This one? No. This one? Yes, that's it.